This is a monument to the Confederate defenders of Fort Sumter. It was erected, believe it or not, in the 1930s. Charleston was so devastated by the Civil War that they really didn't have a lot of money to build monuments. I mean, if you look at Richmond and you look at a lot of cities in the South that have these huge monuments, but I mean, people in Charleston were really broke. I mean, the city was totally devastated by the war. And so, you know, this monument didn't get around to being built till the 20th century. But of course, there were people alive. There were grandchildren alive. There were actually people still alive who had been in the war. And, you know, it's a monument to sort of lost youth, you know, the young men who fought, many of whom died defending Charleston from an invasion. People, you know, they don't really think about this, but I mean, you know, the Union Army over across the river, you know, bombarded Charleston with some very serious artillery. And Charleston was pretty devastated by the war. And this whole area that you're looking at, you know, took a lot of hits. And when we think about bombardment of cities, these were very powerful weapons. The Civil War, in a way, was the first modern war. I mean, the weapons weren't that different from the weapons in World War I. So the city lost a lot of people, lost a lot of lives, lost a fortune, was devastated. And so this monument was very important, very moving to that generation. And it stands here today, maybe a little politically incorrect, but I think appropriate. You know, the city was defended by people who fought and died for a cause they believed in, and the city, I think many people still remember those people, and this monument is here, and I think it's a very poignant reminder of the young men who died in what really was, you know, a pretty tragic war.